Welcome you all, respected friends, gratitudes and congratulations. You are the people who understand the glory of Upanishads and who understand the greatness of someone seriously pursuing the Upanishads. We are doing that pursuit so others may or may not recognize and appreciate us and not required also. But at the same time, we have to appreciate ourselves without the ego, with full humbleness and gratitudes to the divine that we are given this opportunity to touch the truth through the study of Upanishads every day. Most beautiful, most sacred of all duties of all human beings is this touching the tattva continuously till we establish in it. So, congratulate oneself, appreciate oneself, feel that joy in oneself that we are able to do this, which is denied for millions of people by their own wrong choice. So, we are blessed and we are choosing to be regular itself is a great thing. Going forward, the conviction that we will continue and adding to it in terms of even reflections and meditations. O Lord, you have brought us up to this level. Please don't let us go back. Don't let us get distracted. Please take us forward only in this path. We know you are doing it so slow for us because we cannot afford to make giant leaps because of so many insufficiencies, inefficiencies. Little by little only, you are taking us ahead in our own interest. We have realized it. And therefore, here are our sincere, serious prayers that come what may. Even though our progress is slower than the slowest, we accept it, we don't mind it, but see to it that our interest in this path and goal is not removed, that we again fall back trapped into the terrible samsara. O Lord, please bless us. This is our prayer from the core of our heart with whatever the maturity we have now given by you only. In this way, when we extend prayers, feel within ourselves, we will be stably steady on the path. We are generally, regularly sincere only, but then once or twice, once in a while, that mind traps us, weakens us, loosens our hold on this path. And it is such a terrible thing, it can bring us down to any lowest level again. To climb back from which takes so much of time. Every time we fall, we can rise. At the same time, we can have intelligence, we can have blessings to avoid the falls. Why should we fall? Let us be steadily on the move toward the higher goal, further ahead only. Most of it is in our hands in terms of our convictions, in the form of our commitments, in the form of our prayers. So, friends, welcome you all. Wonderful Shwethashwathara Upanishad. Now we will study. Then Srimad Bhagavad Gita with Bhashyam. Then we are studying Mandukya. Then our again Gita with Tulsi Ramayana. Then Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana. Then we are doing our beautiful new text Nirguna Manasa Puja from today. Then our Sankshipta Skanda Purana, Ayodhya Kshetra Mahatmyam. Then we have our wonderful Chandogya Upanishad Parayana. These are the 8 9 things we are seeing today, along with some discussion on our common sense thoughts, Veda Parayanam, etc. So, whole day is available for us to tune to the Lord. Always remember, left to ourselves, committing and sticking to the commitment is not easy for everyone. If one is able to do it, do it. If not, where somebody is planning it for us, if you can commit to go there, then the remaining things are taken care. Isn't it? Like for you, for me, told that chalo subah utھ ke Upanishad padho. Yes, we may study one day, another day we may not, and we may study very less or whatever. But because we are committed to the class and through the class to the Guru Parampara, every day we are able to give that 1 hour. We have to just come, the rest is taken care. In the same way, in the initial days, till we get hold of our own life into our hands, making use of such a blessings of the Lord in the form of these satsangas is always advisable and good and healthy. And in another way, though, chinta kahe ko, there are our acharyas, gurus, they are teaching Shastra, keep on listening with faith, automatically that inner unfoldment starts happening. The gurus take responsibility of pushing us on this path. ये सब फिर मजा रहता है. No need of any guru for long time. I got the knowledge. Now Guru, tell me I want to go and meditate. Guru says, hey, very good, go. That is greatest. That is ultimate. Few are fit for that. But all of us, mediocre sadhakas, very good. For us, this path is there to stick to our acharyas and through them to the satsangas and through them to the Upanishads and through them to the truth. Help oneself this way. Like friends, like every day, today also will have 5 things. Shanti Mantra Ucharanam, common sense thought, Prarthana Shlokas and Sankalpa, Upanishadic Parayanam and Upanishad Adhyayanam. Let us spend this 1 hour and little more than that in that meditative voice, again followed by half an hour Gita. Thank you for being here. Let us start. ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 What a beautiful way of beginning the day, invoking the grace of divine through the Veda Mantrocharana to keep us on the path of divine all through the day. Very sacred job it is. Be consistent on this. The rest is taken care. Friends, in our today's second aspect, the common sense thought, these three, four things quickly hinted, catch them. Further detailed understandings you may be already having because of our discussing them frequently. Tough to understand, very tough to accept, very, very tough to practice. And that is what is called as sadhana. First and foremost is objectify the mind. Okay, our own mind, objectify it. Means what? Too much of freedom, lenience need not be given to it. Too much of identifying with it, owning it need not be there. Therefore, do not allow the mind to own us or possess us. Think about it, try to catch it. We can catch it now after a good amount of listening to Vedanta every day. Because throughout the days of our Shastra Shravanam, this is what we are listening, that we are not the Upadis. So, the objectification of the mind. Try, if we can do it. No? We are aware of it. Therefore, the one who is aware and the one which is aware are not the same. Isn't that? I am not the mana. Objectify the mind. Think about it coolly. First sadhana. Try, keep on. Nothing happens overnight, and we can never claim that it has been achieved even after 10, 20 years of practice, because in spirituality, anything achieved is to be maintained also. Like today, I got the Vairagya. Doesn't make any sense there. You have to say, from today onwards, I got Vairagya. as long as I am alive, as long as I know truth. It is not that today I got Vairagya, but I don't know about tomorrow. Today I got Shraddha in the Guru, but tomorrow definitely I will not have. Today I come to the class, but tomorrow I am tentative. ऐसा नहीं चलता। वेदांत में एक बार पहुंच गए तो वहीं रहना पड़ता है। That yat gatva nanivartante is our effort also during the sadhana. Having reached where we should not trace back to the lower life is our goal. And the meaning of the same sentence is the realization of the truth is like awakening from the dream. Therefore, once we wake up from the dream, just as we cannot enter into same dream, so too once we realize the self, we will not come back to the samsara. That is the assurance given by the Shruti Mata when the goal is reached. But till the goal is reached, it is our pratigna and prayatnam that higher and higher stages as I reach to, I will not allow myself to fall back. That is our commitment. Both. Correct? Now, first one is the ability to understand intellectually and practice the objectification of the mind. Second sadhana is very, very important key. Understand that entire thing, the whole world, whole life of ours, living of ours, with all things, with all beings, at all times, in all situations, with all the experiences we get, good or bad, all of them are only in the mind. Again, this is a fact. Realize it and also abide in this factual knowledge. All of that is in the mind only. Simple logic. In sleep, there is no mind. In sleep, therefore, none of these things are there. And thank God, in all the Shastras, we are studying nowadays, especially in the Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana, this point is being so beautifully brought out. In all Shastras, in Nirvana Manjari also, everywhere. So try to strongly think, understand, and abide in this information and knowledge that everything is in the mind only. Mind is already objectified. In that mind, the whole thing is there. Therefore, obviously, what could be the third step? Consequentially, in continuity, what can be the third step? It is so simply understandable that therefore, try to not get more influenced by anything that is happening in the world. Because all of that is in mind, mind is an object. Why should we get influenced? It's just wisdom, and it is just a choice, and it is just a practice, and it is just a habit. And some people in this world, zero spirituality or Vedanta, and yet more peaceful, happy, and joyful than us. You know why? They practice this thing without theoretical knowledge. That they don't get influenced by anything, like your own children. अब कुछ भी चिल्लाओ आप, they are not influenced, and they are at peace. Then we, who try to improve them, without trying to improve ourselves, isn't it? हम किसी न किसी को बिठाकर improve करना ही चाहते हैं. Wife or husband or children or brothers or neighbors. कोई नहीं मिला तो we try to improve the guru by giving him the advices. गुरु महाराज ऐसा मत करो, ऐसा करो. अब वो भी नहीं मिले गुरु, then God is always available, no? वो तो he can't escape बेचारा, because you can buy him in any shop in the form of a photo, सामने लगा के झाड़ो और उनको कह दो, why did you make this दुनिया? दुनिया बनाने वाले क्या तेरे मन में समाए, काहे को दुनिया बनाए. You can take left and right of him. So We always have that tendency in us. People are there so careless about the world, therefore they are zero miserable. Immaturity के साथ. Same thing to be achieved with understanding. That firmness, that steadiness is technically called in and through all our shastras as samatvam. Sukha dukhe same krutva, labha labho same krutva, jaya jayo same krutva. Why? Because they are all in the mind and I am not the mind. Why we have to value anything? See, little subtler but beautiful. If you can really come to that stage. Again, whenever we say such a thing, one more thing has to be added to avoid the incompleteness, to make it complete, is at that level, as per our identity and responsibility, what we have to respond, that we anyway do. That should not be avoided. Otherwise, we will go into a wrong channel of sin of omission and negligence, carelessness, irresponsibility. That has lot of troubles to give us. जो करना है करेंगे लेकिन नॉट गेटिंग इन्फ्लुएंस्ड लाइक द टिपिकल इंडियन वाइफ the mother-in-law, the father-in-laws, and the husband, useless fellows, how much ever they question her, shout her, at her, and all that, okay, ते आप चलो प्रारब्ध. She does her cooking, she does her work every day. And every Indian typical woman is a Mahayogini in the next life. Definitely. Every means most of them. In some houses, the husband. Because the case is the reverse. Mahayogini only. शी डजंट goes through that दुख and all ठीक है पर घर का जो काम काज जो जरूरी है करती हूँ that heart is so beautiful no? you know she doesn't run away and say मायके में जाऊंगी मैं अब नहीं करूंगी and all. She understands चलो ठीक है the male men or anybody they have try to dominate me and all this brother is like चलो ठीक है accept. So beautiful, no? She responds without reaction and she does her work. So that is added. But the main point is what? See to it that anything happening in the world is not imbalancing us. So the objectification of the mind, knowing that everything is in the mind, therefore not getting more disturbed by anything. Anything it can happen. At the very subjective individual level, or little at the family level, or the social level, or national level, even the global universal level. Respond, but need not worry. Isn't it? Think. Each one of them, now I will not explain. Hint is given. Soch lo. Third one. Fourth is very, very essential. In fact, to tell the fourth point only, all the other three are said as preparations. The fourth one is whichever the place we have to go, with whichever the objects and people we have to involve, in whatever the activities we are supposed to do there compellingly, while going through that, in the corner of the heart or the head, keep this in mind that I am spiritual seeker. My goal is the inner Paramatma. In fact, at this time I should have been seated in one place, deeply meditating to know the truth. But somehow my prarabdha has brought me here. Mutual prarabdha. Though to clear this prarabdha I am doing it, yet I am not here to get lost. I am Adhyatmika Sadhaka. I am always Adhyatmik Sadhaka. My goal, my main first preference is that only. Given a chance and freedom, right now I will run into my chamber of meditation, Gufa, I will go and sit. In this way, all the time, keep an eye on the thought that we are the sadhakas. Our goal is inner Paramatma. We are not samsaris. Our goal is not, my goal is not outer life. Continuously, when the thought is maintained, it's a very necessary thing. Because little of these thought is forgotten. Immediately, the reality is given to the worldly people, worldly situations, worldly activities. Then we involve them with our ego. Then we react with our ego. Then सारे इतने सारे उतने में वासनाएं बन गए. And then again we have to go through them. At the same time, those reactions were little out of the way or not perfect. They will have the repercussions from the world also. There's a difference between a person who does the things as a duty out of prarabdha and who does the things out of his own ego and likes and dislikes. When I do something with ego and likes and dislikes, you will react to me in a different way. But when I do it as my duty and the mutual runa or prarabdha, you will respond to me in a cordial way. You will not curse me. You will only either neutral with me or you may even have goodwill for me if I do it with the attitude of duty. But if I do it with the attitude of ego, followed by any attachments or dominations, response from the world also will be negative. So maintain this thought. मैं तो साधक हूँ, संसारी नहीं. मुझे इस जगत से कुछ नहीं चाहिए. बस out of prarabdha, I have to do this, I am doing it. But I am not this. I am sadhaka. This is not important to me. Sadhana is important to me. This delusory world is the thing which binds. The real self only liberates. I have to go for it. I have to go for it. जैसे हर दिन क्लास में बैठकर क्लास कब खत्म हो जाएगा कब खत्म हो जाएगा बैठ के बच्चे स्कूल में रोते हैं है ना दे ओनली कम टू क्लास ओनली टू क्राई दैट जल्दी खत्म हो जाए घर जाके खेले isn't it? Child mentality. Matured person also, same, but the other way around. कब ये संसार खत्म हो जाएगा? When will I go back to my Shastra, my Brahma Tattva, my Ishvara, my Guru, my Manana, my Chintana, my Dhyana? If this thought is there, means we have sufficiently digested through the Shastras what is moksha, what is bandhana. If this thought is not there, the other way is there. Jaldi puja khatam ho jaye, let us go for party. That means we are still having lot of vasanas, lot of desires, lot of delusion, and lot of ignorance. Very less knowledge. बिकॉज जो शास्त्र पढ़ता है वो ज्ञानी होता है जो ज्ञानी है उसको परमात्मा ही लक्ष्य होना है जिसको लक्ष्य परमात्मा भीतर के हैं तो हाउ कैन ही हैव आउटर लक्ष्य देन हाउ कैन ही लॉन्ग फॉर इट isn't it? So, therefore, fourth point is always maintain that wherever we are, increase this practice, strengthen this practice. The moment you leave from the home for any work, I am not this and that doer, I am the sadhaka, but out of compulsion I am going. I can't avoid it. Fourth point. Fifth point is just next to it that only if it is really unavoidable, that your presence is very much compulsory, then only oblige. Then only go out and do the things. If some alternatives are there for doing that job, let them do it. You need not enter into the world. कभी कभी क्या होता है ना और अर्लियर ईगो that सब कुछ मुझे ही करना है वाला कंटिन्यू करता है but we have become sadhakas now our job is inner self so that job if some alternative has come to do give him very good fantastic it is. Fifth point is only when it is very, very compulsory, we go into the outer world of things being situations. Otherwise, the last point, sixth one is what? Come back to your own sadhana sthala, your own upasana sthala, your own adhyayana sthala. We should have our own sacred chamber of inner research. Like, every of the professionals nowadays who can afford have a room their own in their own house They do that professional work there. So there are some doctors, though they may be working here and there, but in their own house, outside एक कमरा होता है. That's a clinic for outpatients. 2 hours in the evening, 4 to 6. They put it. The lawyers, they have their own court, and in the court their chamber with all, but they have in their own house one room. सारे किताबें रख के रखते हैं. 2 hours per day can come. Isn't it? Every one of them, professionals, they keep so. Same way, we should have compulsorily our own sacred place. Who can afford that physical place? One room. Frequently visit that. Stay more and more there only. That's called as Vivikta Desha Sevitva. See these 4 sentences said in Gita, 4 sadhanas. Toward the end, in the 12th, 13th chapter, the Jnana sadhanas. The sequence is beautiful. Vivikta Desha Sevitvam, be in that secluded, isolated place. Aratir Jana Samsadi, outside and inside. Don't have the Rati in the Jana Samsadi, means not entertaining the people outside or inside. Then, then only the third one, Adhyatma Jnana Nityatva. More and more you can focus on the Adhyatma Jnana. Then only it leads to Tattva Jnana Artha Darshanam. We have the darshan of the Tattva Jnana. Etad Jnanam iti proktam. This is the wise way of living. Anything other than this, where we are not having Tattva Jnana Artha Darshanam, where we are not Adhyatma Jnana Nityatvam, where we are not in that arati with the Janata, we are in the rati with them, and where we are not going to that secluded place again and again, always preferring the crowd, that means Ajnanam Yadatonyatha. All this is the immaturity, ignorance. So, sixth point is this one. And let it go on. Let every day pass in this sacred, matured way. Objectify the mind. Know everything is in the mind. Therefore, minimum is the reactions, whatever, whenever they are happening, then maintaining that sacred thought that always I am the seeker. Then, only when it is a compulsory thing, go out, otherwise, be in your own chamber. Sixth, what to do there? Research, search, study, re-study, think, contemplate, to be maintained, to be in that always inner mode. Then only the doors get opened, curtains get removed. Then only the understandings become subtler, visions become subtler. And what the rishis and munis are indicating through Shastras will be able to comprehend first, apprehend then. Comprehension is intellectual conviction, apprehension is direct experience. This is how we have to help ourselves. Thank God we are studying such beautiful Shastras from last 5 6 days, given to us by the great experienced kind, compassionate rishis, munis, even the avatars, that convincing are those knowledges. It's only we have to raise the standard of our mana buddhi to catch what they are saying. And there is no cheating, there is no maya, there is no defeating, there is no jhoot in all these things. Only the pure truth, reality, liberation, all positive things only are. Though it may not be coated and covered, glittered like the outer world. Outer world being untruth, to attract it needs to have so many of the coatings and coverings. The self being the pure truth, it depends on its own self. Na? Then why does it need any coverings, coatings? It is just pure as it is. There are no enchantments or excitements or any sorts of decorations in the truth. It is just as it is. So यहाँ कोई हान वान शान वान नहीं रहता. बस उसको जानो उधर बैठ जाओ. So may we become wise in all these aspects by the grace of the Guru Lord and our own efforts. Right? So the 13 Vyaktitwas, please remember, the 6 verses, remember, make use of all of that to grow ourselves in these sadhanas. Thank you. Om. 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 Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्छास्त्राः वेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ॐ विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो द्रुतमेव विदेहि कृपां सहजां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणे इतिहास सन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनर्वाप्ते तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च तस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद् देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा मातापितृ देशधर्म सनातन धर्म भक्ति आदीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थ वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम् ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ओम शांति 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 अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः फ्रेंड्स 11 12 13 only 3 mantras पारायणम् ॐ निहारधूमार्कानिलानलानां कद्योतविद्युत्स्फटिकशशीनाम् एतानि रूपाणि पुरःसराणि ब्रह्मण्यभिव्यक्तिकराणि योगे पृथ्व्यप्तेजोनिलखे समुत्थिते पञ्चात्मके योगगुणे प्रवृत्ते न तस्य रोगो न जरा न मृत्युः प्राप्तस्य योगाग्निमयं शरीरं लघुत्वमारोग्यमलोलुपत्वं वर्णप्रसादं स्वरसौष्ठवं च गन्धः शुभ्रो मूत्रपुरीशमल्पं योगप्रवृत्तिं प्रथमां वदन्ति. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Friends, we are talking the subject of pranayama as that has come in this Shruti Mata Shwethashwathara Upanishad, second chapter, ninth mantra. So, the pranayama vidhi vidhana, precisely Bhagavan Shri Adi Shankara in his Sambandha Bhashya giving us. It's only an initial information. But then, most important thing, strict thing is what? Understand the need, importance of this pranayama. Commit to do it and get the required benefits. But for that, consult the living pranayama expert guru and learn from him only. And then do. That is the safest way. It is important, it is required, we have to do, but do it under the physical guidance of someone, at least for few weeks. Isn't it? Every day go there, learn. He may not teach anything new every day, but in his presence, while doing so, we have to ask him, am I doing correctly or not? Otherwise, all neurological, physiological disorders will happen to give us lots of physical problems leading to the disturbance of the mind. Then we say, the spirituality is such one which spoils all my health. Therefore, never I'll be spiritual, I'll be only worldly samsara. See, we do it wrongly, then we blame the masters or teachers or these techniques. Then we don't accept it that we have done it wrong because we have sufficient ego and sufficient intelligence to justify. मूर्ख लोग होते हैं. Why that all? In every of the Adhyatmic sadhanas, even Karma Yoga, Bhakti, have the Guru, surrender to the Guru, get taught by the Guru, do as told by the Guru, report to the Guru, get approval from the Guru, get certificate from the Guru. So simple, so easy, so beneficial. Why any alternative thought? Isn't it? हमारा अहंकार का हर जगह टांग अड़ाने नहीं देना. टांग अड़ाना is that Hindi word. We always poke our ego. And we know nothing. We have never done any sadhana. We are all the dushta rakshasa lakshanas. And with all that nonsense, we have ego. A person who is wiser than the wisest, a person who is full of all wisdom, who is full of all good qualities, himself cannot afford to have ego. How can we, good for nothing fellows? It's a big question, huh? Nobody can question us, dare to question us. We have to ask ourselves. Don't say this funny sentence when a question is asked. When you have nothing special in you, great in you, why are you egoistic? Answer is, and that is why. Because I have nothing, I have the ego. कुछ लोग होते हैं, कुछ भी होता है ना पढ़ाई है ना नौकरी है ना कोई अच्छे टैलेंट से ना कोई कंट्रीब्यूशन है बट जबरदस्त अहंकार होता है. टेक्निकली दे आर कॉल्ड एज चिल्ड्रन. Useless fellows, you know, all the ego. No need to have it. Just surrender and do it safe. Everything, a legal advice. Have a lawyer and an accountancy advice. Have a chartered accountant. A medical help. Have doctor. Pay them something. You get it done easy. You can't do everything in this life. Spiritually also. Guru Maharaj. Kitna maja ananda. This transcending this stupid ego, which has two edges to destroy us. One makes us get lost in the world with bhoga saktis, the ego. Other doesn't allow us to surrender to the Guru. If that ego phantom is crossed, transcended, We have done the best help to ourselves. बट मुश्किल होता है, वो फिर से आ जाता है, मैं 2 मिनट में आ रहा हूँ करके, इट appears to have gone, but again आ गया. That will come. So yesterday we started doing the Sambandha Bhashya. The first thought is what? What a precious thought it is. Any number of times it is repeated, it is not more. What is said? The one whose chitta has become Shuddha by the elimination of Malomana with the practice of Pranayama, that Shuddha Chitta gets established in Brahman. Therefore, Pranayama should be done and should be done only for this purpose. See the clarity in Bhagavan's Bhashya, isn't it? Pranayama kshapita manomalasya, प्राणायाम के द्वारा जिनका मन का मल क्षपित हो गया, of that person, चित्तम, चित्त means listening, चित्त means understanding, चित्त means contemplation, brahmani sthitam bhavati, gets established in Brahman. That's what our goal, no? Our chitta should get established and engrossed in Brahman. So chittam brahmani sthitam bhavati. Iti. For this purpose, pranayama nirdishyate. The pranayama nirdesha is done in this Upanishad. Otherwise, the Upanishads which talk about Brahma Vidya, how can suddenly they talk about pranayama, which gives the other the yoga shaktis? That's not our goal, no? Suddenly उपनिषद में जो ब्रह्म विद्या देने के लिए आया है, something else तो it won't teach as goal, no? And yet, if it is taught here, that Upanishad which talks always about the contemplation, inquiry, suddenly it is telling us pranayama means we have to question that purpose, doubt it also. So the question end of the answer is through pranayama, the manomala is removed, then the chitta becomes capable of getting established in Brahman, which is our goal. प्राणायामक्षपित मनोमलस्य चित्तम ब्रह्मणि स्थितं भवति इति प्राणायामः निर्दिश्यते. This is why the pranayama is indicated to be done. Nirdesha means indication and suggestion and order, advice, sadhana करने के लिए. Okay, now after this first sacred sentence, the next one was, first we have to achieve the nadi shodhanam. Then only we have to go for the pranayama. Nadi Shodhana Prakriya also, the part of pranayama only, but it is given this name. Okay, and with this practice, when Nadi Shodhanam is done, later on pranayama becomes effortless and smoother. Correct? That's what it is said. Pratamam Nadi Shodhanam Kartavyam. First, we have to do the Shuddhi of all the Nadis. The मैल जो जमा हुआ है स्थूल एंड सूक्ष्म in all the nadis is the cause of all physiological disorders, and when the body is disturbed, a mind identified with the body also gets disturbed, and we are identified with the mind, therefore we also feel the disturbance, that dejection, that misery, that interestlessness, always dull and morose. ये सारे मन के कारण. मन क्यों है? नाड़ी अशुद्धि होने के कारण. नाड़ियां. सो प्रथमम नाड़ी शोधनम कर्तव्य, करना है, ड्यूटी है. देन ततः, देर आफ्टर ओनली प्राणायामे अधिकारः. Then only we have adhikara for doing the deeper sadhanas of pranayama. Just like sadhana chatushtaya sampada, we have to do first, gain first. Then only we have become adhikari for the Shravana Manana Nididhyasana of the Tattva, isn't it? Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampanna Adhikarinam. To them only Moksha Sadhana Bhutam Tattva Viveka Prakaram Vakshyama. To here also Nadi Shodhanam, then Pranayama. Why Pranayama? To remove the Manomala. For what? So that the Chitta can establish in Brahman Sthira Rupena. Again and again go back to the main point. नहीं तो वो छूट जाता है. Okay, now he tells us the steps for the Nadi Shodhanam. What is it? Yesterday we saw it. Dakshina Nasika Putam Angulya Avashtabhya. With the thumb closing the right nostril. Vamena with the left nostril. Vayum Purayet. The Vayu has to be filled in our heart, filled in your lungs. Yatha Shakti. That Yatha Shakti is beautiful. Neither less nor too forceful to begin with. Shakti may increase little when we regularly do. Like a patient under accident में था, एक महीना बेड पे था. Then first time when he is on the floor to walk, he is told to walk yathashakti. In that yathashakti, he walks only 3 steps. Then all the pains come. Then he is back to the bed. Then the afternoon again, 3 steps only. Then the evening again 3 steps. Then he gets some confidence. Night, कल मैं 4 स्टेप चलूंगा. तो next day he walks 4 or 6 or 10 steps. So he is walking 10 steps, but yathashakti. On the first day only, where only 3 steps are his capacity, he is not going for a walk of 1 kilometer. He'll never come back. In the same way, यथाशक्ति पूरयेत. कितनी आपकी शक्ति है. कोई भी लाइफ में चीज ना ज्यादा खींचना मत जितना कि वो टूट जाए. कोई संबंध हो किसी से, ज्यादा खींचो नहीं टूट जाएगा. कोई लड़ाई झगड़ा हो किसी से, और साधना भी. Just right it should be. Not too loose, that we don't do at all. Not too tight, that we do it too much beyond the capacity of ours. No, then it gives unnecessary stress and pain. Everything, even उपवास. न कर सके तो करो, नहीं तो कोई गल नहीं. The best उपवास for us is eat little less. That's it. आएगा यहाँ आगे. So यथाशक्ति, we took time to explain. यथाशक्ति. यथाशक्ति पूरयेत. Then ततः अंतरम उत्सृज्य एवं ततः अनंतरम, closing the left nostril. Now dakshinena putena, with the right nostril, some utsrujayet, we have to exhale. So take always from the left first, then leave from right. Then again take from right only, from where we left. Savyam api dharayet. The other way also should be done same. What do you mean by that? Punaha dakshinena purayitva. Savyana dhara means let the left nostril be held. Dakshinena purayitva. ले लिया. Then savyena, left by savya. Dakshina means right, savya means left. Savyena samutsrijetu. Here also again yathashakti. In the beginning days of no practice, little bit you leave out, immediately the feeling that I have to take the air comes. Take it. Let us master everything. It takes time for us to set as a good driver. So give that time. Married. Takes time as a husband or wife to set. Isn't everywhere. नौकरी नया ज्वाइन किया, टाइम लगता है सेट होने में. एक आश्रम में गए, गुरु के पास गए, टेक्स टाइम टू सेट. Like the child born from womb, he takes time to set. That's the time he cries. 3-4 days he cries. Jaisa, because he's not yet set. He was 9 months in a different atmosphere and pressures, and this is different. Then after the 3-4 days, he starts reducing that cry and starts making others cry. And he continues. So this is one pranayama. Simple. Close the right, take from inside, close the left, leave from outside, take from right and leave from left. एक प्राणायाम हो गया. Okay. यथाशय 3 पंचकृत्वो वा. 3 times, pancha or 5 times. Evam abhyasyatah. In this way, if the abhyasa is done, savana chatushtayam, with the 6 hours of gap, each time 3 or 5 times. Which are the times? Apararatre, early morning, madhyahne, afternoon, purvaratre, evening, ardharatre cha, night. So 6-12, 6-12 will be very good. है कि नहीं? और बेटर क्या होगा, 4 बजे, फिर उसके 6 घंटे ऐड करो 10 बजे, फिर इवनिंग 4 बजे करो, फिर रात को 10, है ना? 4 10, 4 10, because 10 you sleep, then 4 you can get up. So that's the idea. 4 times is said here, 3 or 5 times per day. When that is done, what happens? If it is done, Madhyahne, Purvaratre, Ardharatre, Savana Chatushtayam, Apararatre, early morning, Madhyahne, afternoon, Purvaratre, a little before it becomes night, Ardharatre, cha, midnight. If that is done, Pakshat, Masat, Vishuddhir Bhavat. Maybe in between 15 to 1 month, 15 days to 1 month, the Vishuddhi of the Nadis will happen. Good, no? Advice, suggestion. No, the helping factors are the place, if you are affording, very very fresh aired वाला जगह है, अच्छा बढ़िया सा आपको ऑक्सीजन मिलेगा, no sounds disturbances from outside. So these all are the helping things if we can afford. नहीं है तो जिस घर में है वही, isn't it? Even though those things have their influence, but it should be affordable to us also, no? अब सिटी के बीच में हो, आपको फ्रेश हवा कहाँ मिलेगा? मैक्सिमम सुबह मिलेगा बस, 10 बजे को सारे धुआंधार हवा मिलेगा. बट यू आर इन हिमालयन रेंजेस एंड यू कैन अफोर्ड देयर, तो चलो 2 महीने जाकर मैं प्राणायाम अभ्यास करके आता हूँ. यू गेट नाउ इट इज हिमालयाज, एवरीथिंग आल्सो इज polluted only. See the Tibet earthquake yesterday. It's just because of all those projects done by China. How many 100 projects that stupid country is doing? Totally Tibet को उसने खा लिया for the sake of that copper and all the other thing. You know that? How terrible it is to see. The दुख हुआ मुझे देखकर कि nothing is left यार on the globe. सब कुछ सत्यानाश कर रहे हैं. So much of महत्वाकांक्षा देखो to that China. They are seeing only one aspect, that with our intelligence, these many things we can create, these many. It is true, but how much ecological imbalance it's creating? It's becoming a threatening to the entire life on the globe. But those stupids are not thinking. Just because you can do, it doesn't mean that you need to do. Very painful when I saw that. Tibet is such a beautiful place of Himalayan mountains and ranges. Nepal, Tibet. दुनिया में ऐसी एक सुंदर जगह है. I was afraid yesterday that happened at the Mount Everest के फुटहिल में हुआ वो. इनके करतूत से वो माइंड एवरेस्ट में फिर वो गिर भी जा सकता होगा. Because so much of mining, digging going on. Oh, you see the whole projects that China is doing there. किसी को बुद्धि दे उस गधे लोगों को. And we should learn. We should not compete with them in doing those things which destroy the nature. India is always wise this way. We can do, but we will not do. Because it may be temporarily helpful, temporarily giver of some pleasure. But in the long run, it makes it impossible for the life to be on the earth. Instead of staking and protecting the earth, and here the Beowulf scientists are thinking of, and scientists means the governments, to go to the Mars, to go to the Mangal Graha, कि destroy करने को उसी को भी, पहले इसको रक्षा कर. Anyway, I'm talking about the freshness of the air. Okay, he says, Pakshat Masat Vishuddhir Bhavat. 15 days or 1 month, in between that time, Vishuddhi Bhavat. Now, whenever such things are mentioned, 15 दिन, 1 महीना, generally it is said, it should be taken as minimum. And doing for 15-30 days, or nahi hua, Nadi Shuddhi, don't shout at the gurus. You have so much impurities that you need to do it more and more. Tentative it is. Keep on doing is the meaning. प्रॉपरली किया तो हो भी सकता है ना? एक 10 लाख ये जप करो, वो आपको सिद्धि मिलेगा कहते हैं. But if you do it properly, then only Siddhi. किया 10 लाख नहीं हुआ तो you have not done the way it has to be done. Do it 10 more lakhs. So, कभी भी है साधना में ना, जब वो कहते हैं हमको इंस्पिरेशन के लिए कहते हैं, गला मत पकड़ना गुरु का। मैंने 1 महीना किया, विशुद्धि नहीं हुआ है, नाड़ी शुद्धि। तो what will Guru do? If your nadis are so impure that you need 1 year, do it then. Doctors will say, na, take this medicine 10 days, you'll be fine. Or 10 days liya fine nahi hua, so you cannot find the doctor. Your body is wretched like that it needs more medicine. How can you blame him? महाराज जी आपने कहा ये करो तो समस्याएं दूर होते हैं, हमने किया है नहीं हुआ दूर. डोंट होल्ड द नेक ऑफ दैट महाराज जी. तुम्हारे समस्या इतने जटिल है, रादर तुम्हारे यहाँ समस्या नहीं है, तुम ही समस्या हो. It takes more time. So, once this Nadi Shuddhi practice is told and it is done, and 1 month we become capable, now the pranayama is taught. Trividaha pranayama. Pranayama ka generally 3 parts are there. Rechakaha, exhaling, Purakaha, inhaling, Kumbhakaha, holding the breath. Iti. And is only theory. I am very happy that you forget everything what is told in this aspect. Learn from a living Guru. Tad etad aha. Now that is being discussed here by the Rishi. Here the Gargi is told by the Maitreyi is Gargi is told by Yajnavalkya Rishi, I think. Okay, can we study it one by one? He says quotation from some Puranas. Definitely it must be a Purana because it is in the Shloka Rupa more. He says, just we are browsing through, सब कुछ under guidance. आसनानि समभ्यस्य वाञ्छितानि यथा विधि प्राणायामं ततो गार्गी जितासनगतोऽभ्यसेत्. Sequence is this. Hey Gargi, first thing is asanani samabhyasya vanchitani yathavitti. Vanchitani means desirable, desired. Asanani, the yoga asanas. Some abhyasya having very well practiced. Yathavidhi, as per the things they have to be done. Here also again, because yama, niyama, asana, then pranayama. So before pranayama, you have to do asana because asana करके प्राणायाम करना है. You can't do pranayama walking or running or jumping or dancing or sleeping. तो asana चाहिए. So to be able to stably sit in one asana, convenient for pranayama, for the flexibility and integration and permission of all parts of the body, whatever suitable to us depending on our health and age. Some asanas we have to again learn from the living Guru and practice. That is what vidhivata vanchitani asanani samyak abhyasya. Some alternatives can be there for it. Walking can also be. Little aerobics, anaerobics can be. These days they are all added. And they were never required in our past because ये सारे aerobic anaerobic घर के काम काज से होते थे. साधना related they do the yoga asanas. अभी कोई काम धंधा तो करते नहीं है, इसलिए उनको हाथ फिलाओ, ये फिलाओ, वो फिलाओ. You can see some of the YouTubes. In that foreign country like Japan and China, they have created some aerobic and aerobic sadhanas. If you observe them, they are nothing like nothing but washing the clothes, washing the utensils, and cleaning the house, jhadu pocha. They're all asanas, aerobic practices. Very interesting. And the latest one, he is the गणपति के सामने हम कान पकड़ कर नीचे ऊपर बैठते हैं ना. It has become world famous now. Because of that, so much of acupressure effects and physiological balances happen. They have discovered it. There are many offices in Japan or some country कि सुबह जाते हैं वहाँ ऑफिस में सबको स्कूल में भी ये सिखाते हैं पहले. They have scientifically proven. So anyway, idea is what? Your health, your body के हिसाब से some 7-8 asanas. Each asana for half a minute. So 6, 7, 8 minutes if you can do, then that helps the body to be flexible. Then we can sit. Otherwise the body will be stiff. The blood gets clotted. Then फिर वो क्या कहते हैं ना? When there's blood clotting हुआ, so then you lose the sparsha of the hands, legs. Then that complaints will come. That is why the Guru, he gives clear advice. Asanani samyak abhyasya vanchitani yatavidhi. Isn't it? Each one can do different. Like जिनको back problems है, they are given other asanas. नहीं है तो जिनको stomach problem है, the asanas are different. Who have the arthritis problems, there are different. Who have got inhaling, exhaling problem, asthma. So that is why which asana is not mentioned, but you can discuss with Guru. Some are generally can be done. Not Shavasana, but some. है ना? The sequence of asanas, some people do are the Ustrasana पहले करते हैं. Then they go to Matsyasana. Then go to Dhanurasana. Then come back to the Naukasana. Then they go for Chakrasana. Then they go for Sarvangasana. Then they go for Halasana. Then if they can afford, they can do Mayurasana. Then the last one will be Shirshasana. These are all one sequence for one typical bodied people. That 20, 18, 16 minutes, 12 minutes karo, it will be good. You can feel the difference. And nothing gives result in one day. Any practice, जैसे आप कह रहे थे 15-20 दिन और 1 महीना लगता ही है 1 month 2 month. Any Ayurvedic medicine you take, it will take 1 month for showing its effect. 5 दिन ले लिया कोई असर नहीं है छोड़ देते हैं. Homeopathy you take, magnetotherapy you take, they take time to start healing. Even allopathy also, why they give 7 days, 15 days dose. So you should have patience. Everything, to have friendship with friends, to establish a business, to stand in politics, to establish career in a profession, हर एक का टाइम लगता है. So आसनानि समभ्यस्य वांछितानि यथाविधि. Clear? Then, he gargi tataha pranayamam. In that also, jitasana gataha abhyaset. After general asanas are done, then our next target is jitasana. Able to sit unmoved in one asana for 30 minutes, 28 minutes to begin with is called as jitasana sthiti. Such jitasana. The main asanas, then jitasana, now comes pranayama. And before pranayamam, the nadi shuddhi wala pranayam जो already बताया. Okay. Here, out of the compassion, the asana also is explained. Asana means the sitting place. So, mrudvasane kushan samyaka astiryajiname cha lambodharam cha sambhojya palamodaka bhakshanaihi tadasane sukhasinah savye nasyet सव्ये नस्येतरङ्करम् समग्रीव शिराः सम्यक् संवृतास्य सुनिश्चलः. So these are the some more helping instructions. First is mrudu asane, a soft asana. Kushanyasya, putting the kusha grass. Then astirya ajanamevacha, then put the deer skin also. What is said in Gita very simply by Krishna is Chaila Ajina Kusha Uttaram, for making a comfortable asana so that you can sit for a long time. In today's world, any blanket you take, 4-fold करो, बस उसके ऊपर एक अच्छा वाला cotton cloth लगा दो, that will serve purpose. Earlier they used to have these three things: the deer skin, the cloth and the grass. सबसे पहले नीचे घास लगाएंगे. कुशा ग्रास, देन उसके ऊपर अजीनम, द डियर स्किन. The deer skin is so that the insects etc. do not come. The grass is for balancing and softness. Grass is for balancing softness. The deer skin is to avoid all the insects etc. to come. That skin when touches our body, then there will be skin touching. That type of rashes or that kind of what do you call sweating etc. can happen. To avoid it, a cloth on that. इसलिए चैला अजिना कुशोत्तरम. चैला कपड़ा, अजिना द डियर स्किन, कुशा नीचे, उत्तरम इज एक के ऊपर एक. ग्रास, डियर स्किन एज वेल एज द थर्ड वन, cloth. And after listening this, that man after 3 years when Guru asked, कहाँ तक पहुंचे meditation? He said, अभी start नहीं किया because government is not allowing me to have a deer skin. है ना? Because it is prohibited, you should not. मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ अभी. इसलिए ने कहा ब्लैंकेट लगा लो, कपड़ा खत्म. यूज दैट ब्लैंकेट ओनली फॉर दैट पर्पस. आजकल तो करोड़ों तरह की चीजें आ गए. गो टू एनी सुपर मार्केट, दे गिव यू अ सॉफ्ट क्यूट ब्लैंकेट ओनली फॉर दैट पर्पस. डोंट यूज इट अगेन फॉर स्लीपिंग पर्पस एट ऑल. साधना के लिए यूज करते हैं, इंक्लूडिंग द रूम और द क्लोथ्स यू वेयर शुड नॉट बी यूज्ड फॉर समथिंग, include our asana. And this asana throughout life never share with anyone. Asana for meditation is your own. At least the upper one. अपना साधना करो तो निकाल दो बस. Not that at your home everybody is doing on same asana. अपना अलग. It has its own effect. एक जगह, एक काल, एक देवता का उपासना, एक ही आसन. They all, by doing it daily practice, they have the effect, influence more on us. एनी टाइम डूइंग पूजा, कहीं भी बैठकर कर रहे हैं, किसी भगवान का कर रहे हैं, कहीं भी, दे आर ऑल इरेगुलरिटी. दैट वोंट हेल्प. वन प्लेस, वन टाइम, वन गॉड एंड वन प्रॉपर सिटिंग. Okay, this is about the asana. Okay, then lambodaram cha sampujya phalamodaka bhakshana. Seated there, do the puja Bhagwan Ganapati. All the Shodashopachara puja karo, then offer to him what? Phala, the fruits, modaka, the modak, bhakshana means these as the naivedya. Fruits and modakas offered to Ganapati. Because all these sadhanas are to conquer the stulata. Then only go to Sukshma. स्थूलता से सूक्ष्म में हमको गणपति भगवान pushes us if we propitiate him. योग भाषा में, योग भाषा is not the Ashtanga yoga, दूसरे वाले. All our identity is with the body and that is at the Mooladhara. And in Mooladhara, Ganapati is seated. If he permits, he pushes us, our identity can rise from the Annamaya Kosha, Sthula Sharira. गणपति कृपा नहीं है तो कुछ भी करो आप, all Vedanta you study, still the whole mind and day and life is dedicated only to Dehoham. And we are all like that. कितना वेदांत बढ़े, my body, my old age, my disease, my food, my sleeping, except शरीर कुछ है ही नहीं हमारा दिमाग. You have not even reached the prana level, indriya level, mana level. Only sharir, sharir. Ganapati has not permitted. That's why you see, Lambodaram Sampujya Phala Modaka Bhakshanaihi Asane Sukhasinaha Sita Nasya Itaram Karam. For for some time, this should be the position. सव्येन चेत परम करम. एक मिनट. So for the mental preparation, these things are told, after which then the pranayama, inhale, exhale will be taught to us. Right? Up to this today, tomorrow we'll continue. सुन रहे हैं जो यहाँ भगवान शंकर जी ने दिया information. It's authentic only, but then we don't have the Guru in front physically. So we will not do it. Thank you. And anybody cannot be the Guru. One who has mastered it, only he must be Guru. Whether it is in Bhakti, whether it is Vedanta, whether it is Karma Yoga, even Yoga Asanas, Pranayam, जो ऑलरेडी मास्टर हो चुके हैं अब उन्हीं के पास जाना. So don't ask me, Swami, are you master? I said, I am not at all. Then tell me, Swami, then we will not come to you. Don't come. Then why are you telling? I am telling you my practice. No doubt. I am doing my job. You want to join? Join. नहीं है तो थोड़ी मर्जी कहाँ जाने जाओ. चलो कम बैक टू द गीता. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. गुड. जॉइन फॉर भगवद गीता.